This is where the illegal people deal was signed and contracted through a crown corporation, was brokered this deal. So the Canadian government has a big hand in this blood that's happening in Yemen, in Bahrain, in Qatif, inside Saudi Arabia itself. They've killed many civilians. The LAV 3s that they're selling, that Justin Trudeau calls Jeeps, they're armored trucks. And I asked Justin Trudeau myself, I mean, if they're Jeeps, can I purchase one myself and drive around these cities with it? I don't think so. So these are war machines, and you're giving them to war criminals. And this is the wrong choice. Canadians reject this. Canadians do not want to be accomplices in the blood of innocent children and human rights violations. So I will give the mic to Brother Kamel El Cheikh. He's the vice president of an organization, non-for-profit organization called Justice Without Borders. It's Ottawa based. So I will give him the mic and he'll have a little bit to talk about this issue.
Thank you, dear brother. Ajarakum Allah to all of you. I mean, no matter how small the show up is or attendance, your presence here is still very significant. There are signs up here. Make sure you show it onto the streets so people can read them, because not a lot of people know about this issue. Unfortunately, we know that 13,500 people were killed since 2015 in March with this Saudi-led deal. And not a lot of people know about this. It's unfortunate. There's no media on this issue. Even if it is, it's very minuscule and it takes a couple seconds in the media. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to change this culture. You guys are proud Muslim Canadians of all ethnicities. You have the right to share your voices, to oppose, to condemn, but at the same time, you have a personal responsibility to go out there to your fellow Canadians of other faiths and educate them about this issue, because Canadians, as soon as they find out about this, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to want to condemn it too. Not everybody's going to support, or there's people with personal finances or whatever it is, whatever their personal issues are, you know what, they're not going to show up. But at least if you talk to 100 people your neighbors, your schools, whatever it is, somebody is going to take the time to care, okay? Now, with the Saudi deal, I talk to politicians all the time, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot mean well, but a lot don't know. And when we talk to politicians, the first thing they say is, well, if we discontinue this $15 billion deal, how do we replace that money? There are thousands of people working in those factories in Ontario. Now we say to those politicians, do you know, I know the economic ramifications of this is very grave for Canadians, but do you know that this, in order to make this kind of money, you are killing children? And actually one politician appalled me. I was walking with him on Sussex and talking to him about this issue. He had his daughter with him, piggybacking her. And he's saying, well, there's an economic benefit to Canadians that we continue this $15 billion deal. I'm like, you love your daughter, Mr. Politician? He says, of course, very much. I'm like, well, somebody's daughter is being killed with that $15 billion weapons deal. So anyways, what we need to do, we all have a personal responsibility to change this culture of ignorance, okay, in educating our fellow Canadians of other faiths about this issue. $15 billion is big. And you know what? We don't have to discontinue weapons manufacturing. There are countries that need to defend themselves. So let's think of, as economists here, opportunity cost. Okay, you know what? Let's discontinue this $15 billion weapons deal and let's give it to countries and around the world, because Canada has a lot of good relationships out there, and let's sell these weapons elsewhere. So that would be the solution. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll give the microphone to the brother here.
Okay. Thank you very much.